Okay. It has been a good ass minute since I've been here in this little corner, but here we are, and I just saw My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. Let's talk about it here at Kimochi Corner. Okay, if I had to tell you the story of this film without spoiling anything, the class of UA are, we see them once again, of course they're on an assignment, this time unsupervised. Yes, no All Might, no Mr. Aizawa, and they're actually acting as superheroes. Like, you get to see them help the community of this little island, and it's very quiet. Of course the teachers wouldn't send them to do the assignment by themselves if it was filled with villains, and luckily this island is peaceful. It's always been peaceful. There hasn't been any sort of crime. But of course, it's a movie. You've seen the trailer. A big baddie, 3 big baddies come out of nowhere, destroying the town. They want to dominate, they want to destroy, blah, 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 blah. You know what it is. It's an anime movie. Let's just talk about it. Okay, really quick before I get into this. You're probably wondering, right here, right now, do I need to watch the rest of, or at least catch up with My Hero Academia Season 4 in order to watch this? Not exactly. You at least gotta watch the half, because right now we're in the second half of the 4th season. So I do recommend you watch the first half just to get the gist, because there's some things they do bring up here and there. It's very small, but they do bring stuff up, so it could be a small spoiler for you. So other than that, again, if you at least watch the first half of this latest season, you should be good to go. Other than that, I don't think it's a very... They only mention things from this season a couple of times. It's not really, recommended or needed to go watch this movie. You could actually just watch this on its own. When going to this film, I didn't know what to expect, guys, to be quite honest with you. I didn't get a chance to review the first movie, but my opinion, just shortly, I would have given that probably a 3 out of 5. It was good, but it was just your stereotypical anime film. It just went through the strides, a boring villain, blah blah blah. It was good, but it wasn't that great. This, however, is a major improvement for me, at least. Now, this film is not full of like action. Actually, majority of the film, you see the students of UA just interacting with the community, especially like these 2 little kids. That one of them adores heroes, one of them has a kind of a semi problem with heroes. Again, I don't really want to go into it. So yeah, again, we're dealing with that again. But anyway, most of the time of the movie, they are interacting with the community, being heroes. And it's always charming seeing these guys, interact with their community. It's fun seeing them, bond with each other. So if you're a big fan of like those small mums in the show, you'll definitely get a kick out of it. Although I won't lie to you that it seemed kind of off, just because I've pretty much caught up with, the anime so far, and it almost felt like we're kind of going through some filler already. So this to me at least, kind of seemed like another type of filler. But it was really charming seeing these characters. I won't lie to you, even though I do feel like it's a little filler part and it's setting up, what's to come later in the film. But another step up with this film though is I feel like the animation's a lot better. My last complaint from the first film is that I didn't feel like it made a jump to a film. It just felt like a very big, long episode of My Hero Academia. This one here, I feel like there's some extra animation cells, or whatever you want to call it, frames. I feel like it's a lot better, a lot sharper. I just don't know what it is about today's anime films. Like, I don't remember back in my day, like Cowboy Bebop. When you saw the Cowboy Bebop movie, the anime and the movie are night and day of animation. Like, even Pokemon got better animation with its movies. So that was my biggest complaint. But this one kind of improved it, but I still think it needs to do a higher jump when it comes to animation. But it's great seeing the whole cast back again, doing their thing. It's really funny at first. But overall, I had a really good time, guys. And I don't really want to spoil anything for you guys, at least right here. That... definitely, there is some awesome action scenes, guys. It's really cool. It's really tense. But again, it leads towards my other complaints from the last movie, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate because Trust me, it is a really fun movie, guys. It's really good, but especially when it gets close towards the end. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it is a oh shit moment. Yes, an oh shit moment, and I was shocked for a minute. Great, but this is where I'm going to kind of get into the negative. The villain again is boring. Almost how I explained in the beginning of explaining the story of this film. He's boring. He's just there. He's doing his whole spiel like dominance and blah blah blah. There's some interesting stuff there. Like again, I haven't seen this latest episode, just one. But like they bring up some stuff that like may come into effect later in this season, but other than that, it wasn't like major. And yeah, this guy was just boring, and there's just generic villains, which is a shame too, because I did overall like the style of them. I really did. They look cool, but again, they're just really boring. It's just a shame that it's so close, guys. It is so close to being like a 10 out of 10, or in my case 5 out of 5. But again, it just still falls through the whole generic anime film again. I do like the fact that like these students were on their own this time, being their own heroes, and you get more relationships, especially between Deku and Bakugo. You're starting to get more of their dynamic again, with each other. And again, the last final part of the movie is like, I was like, oh my god. Now here's the problem though. While walking out of the theater, people were talking about what happened towards the end of the film, and it may rile up some feathers. I'm just giving you guys a heads up without spoiling things. It will. But it didn't bother me. Again, overall, I kind of expected it to be kind of semi-generic. But then again, this film I also like made up for the last movie. It was actually really fun. It was really cool. The fights were amazing. Everyone had their moment. Overall, guys, I just really had a good time, and the negatives that I did mention right now, they're very minor, very in between. Everyone gets their moment. Great action scenes. That is a major improvement from the last film. I do think that people will get a little bit mad towards the end, even though I thought it was like an oh my god moment. Oh shit. I do think that again. I hope for the next movie. I hope again. Please step up the animation a little bit more. Make it feel like I'm paying for a theatrical, not just an extended episode. Like I said, there is an improvement here of the animation and stuff, and I felt like this had a lot more care than the last film. And I still enjoyed the last film, but again, that was just good. This one here is great. I highly recommend, if you are a big My Hero Academia fan, go see in the biggest screen you can possible and have a good time. But also keep in mind, again, since I heard those comments walking out of the theater, again, keep in mind, this is kind of leaning towards the whole, it does have like the generic, anime film. Like you could kind of walk into this without watching the show, almost. But if you watch the show, you get the little details here and there. But like I said, sorry about me rambling. But overall, guys, I had a really great time with My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, guys. It was a really good time, despite again still falling towards the generic side kinda, but this was a major step up for me from the last film. I highly recommend you catch this as soon as you can on the biggest screen you can possible. But let me know in the comments below, guys. Have you enjoyed have you seen this movie? Have you enjoyed it? Have you seen the latest season? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you guys next time in another Kimochi Corner. Oh, before I go, I'm sorry I've been gone for a good minute, guys, from this segment. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been working on another segment I've been wanting to work on. And I know I mentioned my Ultraman and my special edition of High School DxD. The High School DxD, I'm on to do a skip for it, so it's going to take a little bit. The next one, my Ultraman review that I wanted to do, I just felt like it's been such a long time since I've seen like Ultraman, so I need to make time to sit down and actually watch it in order to give you like my impression on it and why I think it's important for these Blu-rays to be out. But other than that, guys, hopefully you see. Oh, and also I've been using a new software, editing software, and the things I've been wanting to do with it, like I actually like putting my little sign here that says Kimochi Corner in the corner, but it's not letting me do that. The font doesn't give me a lot of font options, so I'm gonna be looking for other editing softwares, but I'm still using this one right now, so videos will be coming out. But again, I just want to give you guys a heads up. It's great to be back on Kimochi Corner, and yes, I will be talking about, I promise I'll be talking about this latest season. Trust me, I have a lot to say about that. Anyways, guys, thank you for being patient, and yeah, catch you guys next time, another Kimochi Corner. See ya.